First, ruling out Kenny and Braden for the game. Yeah, tough, obviously, for both those guys. We're going to miss them both. Thought we had a really good week of practice. Looking forward to Sunday night football. The league's My Cause, My Cleats game. I'll be rocking some Kicking the Stigma shoes in support of the Earth Safe Family Initiative. And you saw us all wearing the shirts last week, which I'm proud to do. And then we have 66 players who are participating. So one of the highest rates in the league. So fired up for the guys to be doing that. And so with that, I'll open it up.
Jeff, is there any chance of Kenny having to go on IR with that ankle? Or
Chris, we'll continue to talk about it. He's week to week right now, so we'll see how his progress is and as he continues to heal what it looks like.
What do you like at right tackle without Braden? There's been a lot of movement, obviously, before you were here, but when you got it.
Right now with right tackle, I'm gonna kind of keep that to myself. I'd like for us to keep it, but man, obviously losing Braden is huge. He's a fantastic player for us, very consistent, and so whatever we go in there, we'll be confident with it. But I'd like to hold that one until we kick it off.
With Braden, is it like a prior situation with illness?
I don't know what you mean. Like
Pryor was hospitalized. Was Braden illness?
He means Matt Pryor.
Yeah, Matt Pryor was out with an illness.
No. No, this is just. You talking about just Braden being sick? Yeah. No, he just got sick yesterday, and he's not gonna make it back. So he's not feeling good. But no, nothing prior to that. Yeah, Quiddy had a good week of practice, man. Excited for him. He's working hard, and so looking forward to Quiddy being back there. Jelani's feeling good. He's questionable, so we'll see how he kind of warms up and looks.
Jeff, can you, through your years, Micah Parsons remind you of anybody?
Oh man, that's a great question.
I thought maybe Rubber Mantis, but not really.
Yeah, listen, he is. I'll tell you, when I watch him on tape, the thing that separates him from a lot of people is he can do it from every position. It's not that he can be lined up on, your left side, your right side, at linebacker. Like, you can move him anywhere and everywhere, and it's not like he's really out of position. If he has to play a true linebacker, he can do it. If he wants to walk and be an edge player, he can do it. If he has to be a guy who's going to stop a zone read, he can do it. So it's kind of a collection of a number of things, and then you watch him rush the passer, and he's one of the best in the league. So I think his ability to be multifaceted and do so many things for so many places is what causes you problems, because now you have to think about, okay, as you're practicing, is he here? Is he there? What if he's, what if? Exactly, and that's 100% true. And then you look at Lawrence outside, and you're like, dang. You look at Armstrong, and you're like, oh. So there's a lot of pieces and parts, but you find 11. There's no doubt.
Your last year, you played for Mike McCarthy, correct?
Yes.
So he's coached two teams where it's the stakes are as high as it gets, right? The Packers and Cowboys. What'd you learn from playing for him that maybe how's he wired that allowed him to kind of maybe succeed in those environments?
Yeah, he's all gas, no brakes now. I will tell you that. Like, I'm in Green Bay, he is one of the most aggressive head coaches I've ever been around, and will want to put up points. He's going to want to attack you. He likes to find team weaknesses and just exploit them, and he's not going to stop. So I can remember going into team meetings, and when Tony or Jim Caldwell would get up, there would be these discussions about how good teams were. Mike never really did it. He was hey, we're better. We better go show we're better, right? Let's go dominate at this. And so I had a lot of respect for that, because he made you feel like walking in that you were the best team there, and you should prove it.
Somebody compared Dallas a little bit to your guys' Colts teams in that they get a lead and then just let that pass rush close it out.
Yes. No, that's a great comparison. And the style that they want to play, right? They get up 14 and they're pinning their ears back. I think I counted 13 different guys who had either gotten pressures and sacks, or I mean, like when you look at it, they understand. DQ knows what he's doing, and if he gets a lead, he knows how to protect it. He knows how to force you into something you don't want to be, which is one-dimensional. And so I would think that's a very good comparison. It start fast for them, get you behind, get you digging out of a hole. Hopefully for us, as we start fast and can match them for a bit and let the game kind of settle down. Because again, that's tough. It was tough for teams playing us, and especially when you're in their home environment, it makes it even harder.
In your career, you, as a player, you proved a lot of people wrong, kind of, paved a path that maybe others didn't think was possible for you. Zaire is kind of doing that same thing, second round pick, balling out this year.
Yeah.
Is that like an innate thing to think that you can become more than what others think around, or is it like developed? Like, how do you view, I guess, from the other side, seeing someone kind of step into their own?
Oh, well, I love it. I mean, Z is infectious. His energy, his attitude, his perseverance. He came out of special teams, man, grinding, right? Like for real. Whatever opportunities you get, you make the most of them. So it's very similar the way that I look at my career, and I have so much respect for the way that he plays the game, the way that he encourages others to play, the joy that he plays with. But you can see it when he hits the field, and then you see all the natural ability that he has, and he finds the ball, locates, diagnoses, however you want to frame it, and then gets home as well as anybody in our defense. So he has been vital for this defense. I'm fired up for his progression and look for him to continue to grow as a player.